What's up, fight fans? It's Gries. It's Cage Side Seat, the best MMA talk with the biggest names in the sport from the best seat in the house. And that house, that seat this week is in Albuquerque, home of Diego Sanchez. And man, one of the OGs for real in the game and still going. And I was memorizing numbers as I'm trying to get ready for this interview. As you start to fight for all the years that you've fought for, Diego, those numbers start to add up. Not just wins, not just belts that you've had, things like that in your career accomplishments, but 29th UFC fight coming up right here, UFC Fight Night, Rio Rancho, co-main event in your hometown where you were born, where you started your career. So many great things have happened for you here, and now approaching your 15th anniversary on the UFC roster. Man, when you started, did you ever think in your home city you'd be fighting your 29th UFC fight 15 years deep?
You know, that's a great question. I never thought too much about it. The only thing that I had put in my head was, at 37 years old, I'm going to take a look and see how I feel, how I'm doing. Am I competing with the best in the world? Then I'm going to reflect. I did that at 37. Now I'm 38. We're approaching 5 more fights in the UFC. I feel better at 38 than I did at 22, and I'm just extremely excited about Saturday night.
Why do you feel better? I know you've talked a lot about changes in your lifestyle, things like that. As we get older, I'm 48, and I know I don't eat half the things I used to eat. I have to start my day every day with a stretch and a walk that I didn't have to do when I was younger. What has been the key for you to feel better now than you did when you were younger?
Well, first of all, what's happening is I'm taking care of myself. I've taken care of myself for 20 years. I started at a 20-year-old boy who started doing yoga class when I was the only guy in there, and if I was a guy in the yoga class, I must have been gay because no one was doing it back then. It wasn't the cool thing. Breathing, yoga, meditation. Now here we are, 2020, and I have teamed up with School of Self-Awareness founder Joshua Fabia, and the method is amazing. And I continue to self-heal myself. I take care of myself. I do, in the nutrition, in the stretching, in the breathing, in the movement. And it's been a lot of reprogramming, but I do feel great, and I am excited to continue to compete.
You're a fighter in every sense of the word, a competitor, a champion, someone who's been doing this for so long, ups and downs, professionally, personally. You just keep coming like a bull, man. What is it about you? Because a lot of people out there are struggling, and you know this, and you've done a lot of stuff to help people. What is it about you that keeps you coming, keeps you focused, and keeps you competing no matter what happens, what obstacles you face in your life?
It's that motivation of the self. I'm self-motivated. I love what I do, and I refuse to just conform to a system that says, you got to go work 9 to 5. You got to have a cup of coffee in the morning and maybe a beer at night. Like, you got to watch some Netflix and then repeat it today, repeat it tomorrow. I'm just outside the box. I'm doing my own thing. And I don't feel old. I don't put old in my mind. I just keep on trucking, one step in front of the other, living moment for moment.
Long career for Diego Sanchez, co-main event here in Albuquerque. Just talk about that walk. We talked about it a little bit before the interview when I saw you this morning. What it's going to feel like for you. You've done it before, I think 5 times in Albuquerque. You've been a King of the Cage champion. You fought for the UFC here in 2014. But to make that walk in your hometown, in front of your fans, in front of your friends, your family, what's that feeling like, and what do you expect it to be like this time? Will it be different than the last time?
Well, making that walk is always a special thing. I've had a lot of special walks. One of them I can remember was Mexico City. The love I felt from those people, the energy that I felt out there. I took it all in and just shined. Here in New Mexico, you're not just fighting Diego Sanchez. You're fighting the energy of my people. You're fighting the altitude. You're fighting the dry air. You're fighting more. You're fighting the land. And I'm undefeated here in New Mexico. I'm undefeated out here. And Saturday night, you're going to see the best version of me. And I'm going to prove to all those doubters and non-believers and all the people who just want so badly for me not to exist. I'm going to exist. And I've been given the space, I've been given the time, and I'm ready to show the world.
And last one for Diego Sanchez, and I could talk to you all day, all night, but you got to fight to get ready for, weight to cut still, things like that. But, man, just being here and being here with you in Albuquerque and seeing how these fans feel about you and the career that you've had here in front of them, you just talked about all that. I want to give you a chance because you're a Hall of Famer. Your fights are in the Hall of Fame. Almost all your fights could be in the Hall of Fame. I was at the Melendez fight, one of the best I've ever seen in Houston. And, you know, last summer you went into the Hall of Fame. What's left for you? I know you said the Sanchez Army and your people, but what's left for you to accomplish personally and professionally, and how do you plan on using this platform to propel yourself into the next phase of your life to keep making a difference for people who are fans of yours?
Well, I'm good. I'm good with or without fighting. I'm set for life, and I'm happy. I have a beautiful daughter that will be at the fights for the first time. She's going to get to watch her father do what he does. So when it comes time to capitalize on the moment, on the opportunity, and on the platform, I will. What's left for Sanchez? You're just going to have to tune in and watch the story of stories unfold, because I tell you the truth when I say I feel better at 38 than I did at 28. I feel better at 38 than I did at 21. I am here, clear, and it's just a good day. You know, I'm not really truly keeping track of the numbers, whether it's 38, 28, 18. I'm not keeping track of the numbers. I'm just living my life with passion, with love, and with appreciation. And so all my people out there, follow me. Follow me on Instagram. Follow this mission. Tune in. I have over 20 terabytes of video coming out on the YouTube. Me and my mentor, Joshua Fabia, we're here. And the mission is much bigger than fighting. So just tune in, continue to watch, and be motivated and be inspired. Never quit. Believe in yourself and go after your dreams, because that is exactly what I am doing. And UFC Gold Welterweight Ultimate Fighting Championship title, I already know the universe is moving for me. I don't know what fighters are going to get injuries, but I know this is a rough sport and some fighters get hurt. I don't know what fighters are going to fall off and get upset, but I know upsets happen. All I know is that I put my work in, I put my time in, and I ain't playing video games. I'm playing life, and I inspire you to do the same.
Can't beat that. We have to end there. Diego Sanchez with some great life advice to keep going. 29th fight this weekend, UFC Fight Night, Rio Rancho, back in his hometown, making that walk. Really appreciate the time. Good luck this week, and thank you for all the inspiration over the years, brother. Really appreciate it.
Hey, no worries, man. Don't worry about the shove. It's all good. Nothing but love here.
All right. Get your hand off my back. Diego Sanchez in Albuquerque, his hometown. Cage Side Seat, the best MMA talk with the biggest names in the sport from the best seat in the house, here to inspire you. There's inspiration right there.